The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
This will be fielded inside the 5.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
Here's Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Tannehill. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 30.
Tannehill hooking up with Reynolds for a Titan first.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Out of the gun, Tannehill. being chased out left.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. It's the Bills with an early lead over the Jets. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
McDonald.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
This defense for the Titans, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
McDonald sets to throw.
Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
They go play action with McDonald.
Sliding out of the pocket. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Second and 10. Throwing is McDonald. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Mills. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
After one on EA Sports.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Now a handoff to Henry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Draw play. This is Henry. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. Second down and 7. To the right side, this is Taylor.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Here's McDonald to throw.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Credit the sack there to Harold Landry. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good,
and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. Fights loose. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run for it with Henry. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Back to throw, Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. Touchdown! Derrick Henry, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes it score Titans 10.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they really won't have much time to work with. Just 19 seconds showing on the clock. From the gun, it's McDonald.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted.
Picked up by Elijah Molden.
And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. A give to Henry. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3.
From way up at the 23.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Buying time to his left.
He's got Granson, his tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked up by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Henry. Powerful running. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Second down and 3.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Touchdown, Titans! It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Here's McDonald off of the play fake.
He's going to look deep down the field. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Well, sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is down to a field goal.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Looking deep for Julio. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 29.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Bullet good on the extra point. His guys will take a 10-point lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. The return man, Ty Johnson. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
He'd had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
Caleb Farley there on the tackle.
2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the handoff, Taylor. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Out of the gun, McDonald. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give to Taylor. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They run once more with Taylor. Taylor's got the 1st down and more. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. From the gun, McDonald.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And this is back down to a 7-point game.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
130 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's got this down to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On first down, Henry. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill. Complete. It's Henry. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now Tannehill. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
At the Colts 16-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll run it again with Henry. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Bullock's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Play action. It's McDonald.
Escaping the pressure right. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. McDonald. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
So there's this spike as it comes with 23 seconds to go. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Blankenship's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And the Titans are going to come up with it. And that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.